Sup flappers, welcome back to another video. And the reason I'm gonna be doing these videos going forward, as much as a lot of people likely would want to see me not, but the last time I skipped out on giving advice on the character banner and the weapon banner, somebody sank their entire college tuition into the weapon banner, and most people would know how that ended up for them. With that being said, we're gonna start on the character banner and then we're gonna move into the weapon banner. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna be here very briefly, all right? For the people who really don't want to hear my opinion, there's a ton of other people giving out their opinions too. So with that being said, let's get right into it. With this character banner, honestly, some of the best characters you can get in the game. Of course, every banner has a dud, Sayu being the dud on this particular banner. Not saying she's bad, just comparatively to the other units, she's likely going to see the least amount of playtime when it comes to meta team builds, all right? Nothing against Sayu, nothing against Lily Pichu, just stating hard facts. Now, you guys may be wondering, well, Walrus, how the hell do you know Toma is going to get more field time than Sayu? Honestly, just Toma being Pyro already is going to outperform Sayu. It's without a doubt. I'm not saying Toma is any better. Honestly, I think the one with the most playtime out of these 3 4-star is still going to be Diona. I mean, at this point, it's a no-brainer. If you don't have Diona or if you are missing some constellation, this is going to be a great banner regardless. If you never picked up Sayu, this is going to be a great banner regardless. If you want to pair Toma into some teams, like you can play him with HuTao, you can likely play him with Ganyu. It's definitely going to be a decent pickup. I wouldn't say to go hard and go deep for Toma per se, but now we got the star of the show, HuTao. People, I have one more video left for you guys regarding HuTao. It's going to be my last warning video. It's going to be released tomorrow. I'm working on it. I just want to make sure I get everything right. However, when you're looking at this character, just generally, if you have the resources to spare, and I'm talking about that sweet Primogem, picking up HuTao is going to be very beneficial for most people's account, especially for people who have not yet picked up a Pyro main DPS in the form of Klee, in the form of Diluc. And for people who do have Xiangling, do note that HuTao plays quite a bit different from Xiangling. They don't really fulfill the same role, and when put and compared in the same role, Xiangling oftentimes is doing physical damage in the main DPS position, whereas HuTao is doing pyro damage. All right, so I think HuTao needs no more introduction, and I just want to gloss over the rest of this character banner because I don't think we need to spend too much time here. All right, Diona, Toma, spotlight here, followed by with Sayu if you really want to play her. But honestly, right now, I don't see any meta teams that is fielding Sayu at all, unless I'm missing out on some good saucy teams. Let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure Sayu right now is a preferred option in some off-meta teams that individuals themselves can build, but it's not going to benefit most people. All right, definitely overall, I would rate this particular banner currently 7.5 out of 10. Pretty good overall. Could be better, and this could be an 8 out of 10 depending on how Toma does, but I highly doubt Toma is gonna, take our breaths away with his in-game performance. So with that said, let's move on to the weapon banner. Now, this weapon banner is something special. Yes, the best weapon in the game, the best wallet stealer in the game is back at it again. Staff of Homa, front and center, along with the elegy for the end. And when it says for the end, of course, they're referring to your wallet. Now, just looking at this weapon banner, you likely will have to focus on the 4 stars, because as much as we would like to believe that we're going to come in here, do a multi, and go away with 5 Staff of Homas and an apology letter from Dawei himself, it's better for you to imagine this as a slot machine for real, because even with the fail-safe mechanics right now, the weapon banner is still potentially a huge money sink, as it should be. Mihoyo gotta find ways to put food on the table, right? They're really struggling, indie company at this point. But let's take a look at the 4-star weapons. Apart from the 2 new weapons, the other weapons are pretty decent. I believe this is a sacrificial sword and the Width Sith, which are some of the best 4-star weapons you can have in the game. You can never have too many sack sword. You can give one to Xingqiu, you can give one to Chi-Chi, not like anybody's playing her, but just for the sake of laziness, trust me, getting extra copies of sack swords, it's always good. Width Sith, without a doubt, a great top tier 4-star option for most Catalyst offensive units. On top of this spear being pretty decent, of course, if you already built a spear for certain units, I don't know if it's currently worth it to rebuild an entire new spear up. For example, for Xiangling, if you have the Dragon's Bane already built at level 90 or level 80, is it worth building up this weapon all the way up to level 80 again just to replace the Dragon's Bane? don't know, right? There's going to be a lot of testing that needs to be done before we know exactly what's worth it and what's not. And finally, this bow, honestly, I feel like it's not going to be as good as the spear, but of course, in the future, newer characters can come out that makes good use of this. Overall, the 4 stars are pretty good on this particular banner, but here is the catcher, right? This bow. I'm going to be honest with you guys, when I look at this bow and looking at its stats, I struggled to justify pulling for this bow. If you are somebody who already has a string list for Venti, yeah, of course this bow is going to give more damage to Venti, but it's not going to be that substantial. It's definitely one of the more niche weapons. It's very difficult to share this weapon among many different units. It could be done, but it's just suboptimal. It's not a weapon like Staff of Homa. It's not a weapon like Wolf's Gravestone, and definitely not a weapon like Skyward's Harp, where you can share that weapon across many different units. The effect of this weapon is too particular, as can be seen from the SA format. So overall, I do urge you guys to pull with caution as always for the weapon banner. Like I always say, pull at your own risk. This one is, of course, without a doubt, gonna be the same. If this were a weapon that were more commonly used, it likely could justify pulling on this banner more, but then again, why would Mihoyo do that? Okay, overall though, still one of the better weapon banners that we've gotten, especially with Staff of Homa pulling in so much weight here. Overall, I'd say this banner is also going to be a 7.5 out of 10, and anything above, I'd say a 6 out of 10 would be not too bad to consider. Now, do remember, in worst case scenario, you're not going to be getting a Staff of Homa until over 200 pulls. If you are okay with pulling 200 pulls for a Staff of Homa, go for it, man. Hey, just think of it like giving money away to a charity. In this case, it's gonna make you feel a lot better, and unlike giving to a charity, you will get something back. In that case, it would be 2 Elegy for the End and 1 Staff of Homa. Pretty sweet deal if you ask me, but then again, what do I know? In the end, do I suggest you pull on this banner? Yeah, definitely go in. You can pick up some of these 4-star weapons and chart your course for Staff of Homa, then cross your fingers and hope for the best. Good luck with that. I know a lot of people are pulling on this banner. It doesn't matter what I say, it's not going to convince them otherwise. Yeah, if you can land the Homa, great. If you can't, I'm sorry, man. Elegy for the End is like a bit more useful than the donut that Kokomi got, but it's kind of similar in tier and relevancy to that weapon. So that's giving you kind of an idea of what this weapon is all about. And going back on the character banner, I do urge everybody to at least come in, get a couple copies of Diona, pick up Toma, and if you're definitely looking for HuTao, good luck, people. That's gonna be it for me. I hope this video is gonna help some people out, and while I am being a little sarcastic here and there, everything that I said, I do actually mean it. I do think that this weapon banner is pretty decent, and this character banner is definitely one of the better ones we've gotten. If you're hunting for 4 stars, these are some good 4 stars to pick up. And with that said, link is in the description if you want to join my Discord. Like, subscribe. I'll be summoning for HuTao on people's accounts, and I'll be trying to get Toma myself. Wish me luck, wish you luck. Until next time, urge y'all to stay safe, and peace.